Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I've been in FPV for over a year now, and I've been asked a lot of questions. What kind of gear am I using for my FPV flight? So I'm making a series of videos where I explain what kind of gears I'm using and my camera settings for the DJ Action 2 and the Insta360 Go 2. So let's get down to it. To begin with, I'm using the TBS Tango 2 V3 as my controller. It has been my trusty controller since I got it. I've not had any issues with it. The only problem I had was the software update where from 6.09 to 6.10, 6.11, I was getting issues after updating. But I made a final switch to 6.13 and I've never updated it again. So all my quads are running on 6.13, which has been my trusted and final version for me, even though we have 6.17 and 6.18 out by the TBS team, but I'm using the 6.13 as my final. My first controller was the Geprc Lite. I used it for a couple of months, but then I realized that the range I'm getting out of it was really poor. A lot of fail sales on my quad, so I decided to switch to the TBS Tango 2, and I've never looked back again. So this is now my simulator training controller. Still good. I could have bought the TBS Crossfire model and micro model and put it here, but I feel like this is a whole new game to it. It makes it look nice. So for any beginner out there who has a budget to buy the TBS Tango 2, I'll tell you to go for it because you will never look back again, because this is very trusted. I've never had any problems with it. I've never had any fail safes over long distance. I've gone over 1.5 kilometers. That's my highest, and I'm trying to go more. And I've never had any problem with it. So I'll entreat you to get the TBS Tango 2 or any of the new ones. The Hglrc controllers, which are here, is very good. So get any of these. Don't go for the FR Sky kind of controlling, because they have short range and they easily fail safe over short distances. TBS Tango 2 V3 is my go-to controller. Now, with the controller aside, I want to talk about the quad I'm using. So for freestyle, I'm using the Geprc Smart 16. I'm learning how to freestyle, so I'm using this as my freestyle learning quad. And it's small and it does whatever I wanted it to do. I have the crossfire, the small crossfire here, so I won't have any problems with range. So Geprc Smart 16 for freestyle. And I have Geprc Cinelog 25. This was my first quad I got and I've never looked back. It's very good, it's perfect, it does whatever I want it to do. I'm using the crossfire here as well. Sometimes I use the Insta360 Go 2 here. Sometimes I use the DJ Action 2 on it. And I think most of you have seen my video where I did a Cinelog 25 and Insta360 Go 2 with a TPU mount where it weighs less than 250 grams. I think I'll put a card here for you to see. So it does whatever I want it to do, and it's a perfect drone. I really like this drone. Up the Cinewhoop ladder, I'm using the Cinelog 30, and it's also good. I really like it. I've used it with the DJ Action 2 and it flies well. I'm using the TBS Crossfire here, and in all, Geprc drones are very perfect. I have not had any problem with them, and they fly good. There's no problem with any of them, and I really love them. For the Cinelog 25 and the Cinelog 30, I'm using the Tattoo 450 milliampere 4S battery if I want to stay below the 250 grams. And sometimes I use the 4S 650 milliampere battery for it when I'm using the Insta360 Go 2. I get about 3 minutes, 6 seconds, or let's say 4 minutes out of it, depending on weather. When it's very cold, the flight time drastically changes, it goes down. But on summer like this, it gives me the maximum flight time I want from it. So basically, I use this 650 and 450 milliampere 4S battery for both of them, and they are really good. I like them. So For long range, I'm using the Hglrc Rekon 5. It has been my trusted mini long range drone, and I really love this drone. It came with a GPS, which is really good, especially when I'm flying long range. I've never used the GPS, but I hope I never use it because I've not tried it and I don't know whether it works or not, and I wouldn't want to try it. I'm using the TBS Crossfire here as well, and basically these drones fly great. My only problem was I had a couple of wobbles in my videos. I'll show you here. I have wobbles in my video feed whenever I'm flying with this. I've tried so many things to find out what it is. I contacted Hglrc on Facebook asking them what's wrong, but no one gave me a reply. So I started using ND32, and I realized that all the wobbling in my HD camera are all gone. So I normally fly with this, the DJI 2 on it. I'll do another video where I explain what kind of settings I'm using on my DJI 2 and Insta360 Go 2. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop that video. So basically, this is what I'm using for my mini long range FPV flight. I'm using a 1300 4S LiPo battery and DJI 2 with an ND filter, 3-well ND filter, and basically that's it. And it does well. Right now, I enjoy flying this drone. My final gear, I'm using the Cobra S as my FPV goggles, and this has really surprised me. The kind of range I'm getting out of this, I'm really surprised, and I don't think I would need any other analog goggles again. Whenever I have a problem with it, I'll make sure I buy a replacement of the same goggles because I really trust it and it has been doing great for me. I've flown it for 1.7 kilometers and the video feed was still intact. There was no breakages or anything. So one thing I have to point out is you have to get a clear line of sight of where you are going, and I think basically that is it. I run it with the 18650 battery. With the 18650 battery, I get mostly about 4 to 5, probably sometimes if I want to push it further, I get about 6 flights out of it, and each flight might be around 5 minutes, 4 minutes, or even 3 minutes. So basically it does what I wanted to do for the maximum flight I want. But if I want more out of it, I can use this ST60 connector, which connects to here, and connect it to ST60 LiPo battery, which will really extend my flight time. For now, this has been my trusted companion for over a year now, and I've not had any problems with it whatsoever. So I trust this one. If you have a budget for it, can you buy it? This is a Foxeer antenna, 3.0 antenna I got on, for those who don't know, I'm in China, so I got it from Taobao. And this this is the omnidirectional, and this is my patch antenna. This is what I've been using, and believe me, these two antennas are great. They are the best. They are the best antennas I've used on these goggles, and the range I'm getting out of this, it's really marvelous. It's really marvelous. Sometimes I'm really surprised that I can go that far. Basically, this is what I'm using for my FPV flight. Any beginner out there, I'll recommend these ones to you. I have no affiliate marketing with any of these companies, so you can just go on Amazon or any of the FPV quad sites and get them, and I think it should be good. I know, even though I recommend this, I can't assure you that you get the same experience that I'm getting. So please purchase with caution and trust your instinct on what to buy. And I hope you have a good flight, and see you in the next one. Kindly subscribe, like this video, and click on the notification bell for the next one. Then my next video will be on the settings I'm using for the DJ action too, and the Insta360 Go too. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one.